So if you chose, correct answer is A. So you are correct. Let me break it down. Remember, I told you a HEMA test application is strong on these guidelines for domain 1. That's why it is a heavy hitter domain. So look, coach is going to break this down. All right. Shortness of breath is a symptom. Per guidelines section 2A, symptoms are not coded as principal diagnosis when the underlying condition is documented. CHF explains the SOB, the shortness of breath. So shortness of breath is not coded at all. All right. So that eliminates choice D immediately. All right. Let me see. I'm going to show you guys. So shortness of breath, process of elimination. When you know the guidelines, when you look at this on the exam, you're like, okay, it's not D. All right. Shortness of breath is out of there. All right. The patient was admitted for congestive heart failure. That is the condition established after study. Remember, that is the principal diagnosis selection. The condition established after study that occasioned the admission. All right. Per UHDDS, that makes CHF the principal diagnosis. Respiratory failure, remember, it developed after admission. Per guidelines section IC 10B1, respiratory failure is a secondary diagnosis when it occurs after admission. That eliminates B and C. Look at this. It eliminates B and C off the rip. Look at the documentation. The patient subsequently develops respiratory failure. Okay, so eliminate D first. Shortness of breath is a symptom. Now eliminate B. B has no CHF at all. You see? So now we got B and D gone. So now real quick, our only answer can be A and C, A or C. Next, let's eliminate C. C puts respiratory failure before CHF, but respiratory failure developed after admission. It cannot be principal here. It's gone. So C is gone too. It cannot. It was not present on admission. All principal diagnoses have to be present on admission. So A is what is left. CHF principal because it was the reason for admission. Respiratory failure secondary because it developed later. All right. Now, because I have extensive auditor experience, especially with the Region A RAC, I always like to give my blueprint students the auditor's eye. So when you get done with coding your career, you may want to audit. So learn how to audit. So look, as far as it relates to this case, watch for the words subsequently develops or develops after admission. That is your clue. The condition is secondary, not principal. Respiratory failure can be principal, but only when it is the condition responsible for the admission from the start. Symptoms like shortness of breath, chest pain, fever, they're never principal when the underlying cause is different. So I want you guys to look at the answer here. You see, congestive heart failure, A, respiratory failure, intubation. These are PCS, the intubation and the ventilator management, but it was asking the sequencing. So this is what you want to do, process of elimination based on your coding guidelines. I hope this helps. I'll see you in the next one.